Hello, this is Christine Levesque,
And Sarah Kleinenke.
and we are co-chair and chair of Autism Advocacy Ontario. And we realized that we hadn't had a chance to actually introduce ourselves yet, so we're going to make this video and do just that and tell you where we started, where we've come from, why we do what we do. So before the OAP was the OAP, it was the AIP, which is the
Autism Intervention Plan.
Yes, that's it. And at that time, there was the age cutoff with the Liberal government. And Sarah and I actually were on the OAP committee as special operations directors for the Ontario Autism Coalition. And at the time, we were responsible for basically everything AIP related. We helped families navigate through services. We helped families discover that they were to be offered DFO, and with regional providers that were only offering their own programming. And then when the Liberal government decided to do the 8K, 10K handouts, Sarah took a huge lead in building a file for all of the families that were having discrepancies with their funding.
We had personally worked with each family, found out the discrepancy, found out which center they were working with, just what was going on, and we just took very detailed notes. We made sure that there was a paper trail between the center and the parent, and this led us to ensure that there was a problem and that we could take it to the ministry.
And we did just that. We had monthly meetings with the Assistant Deputy Minister, where we would present these files with the names, families' names redacted and children's names redacted, so that we could protect their privacy and safety. And monthly, the Assistant Deputy Minister would reach out to the regional providers and ensure that whatever we were discussing was being actually worked on. We worked on the 8K, 10K stuff for a few months. Things started to eventually roll. The waitlist did get taken away from 4 years to 2 years until the PC froze the funding, which Sarah brought up at a press conference in
Back in November of 2018. We did a press conference and we basically said that, we're not alleging that there's corruption. We are saying that this is what's going on. No one wanted to believe us.
But this is what we've been doing since we were, like I said, we were on the board of directors for the Ontario Autism Coalition. We have notes here because we've done so much in the last 3 years, it's kind of hard to keep track. While we were on the board of directors for the OAC, we were meeting with Minister Coteau. We helped him implement certain key elements of the OAP. It was always a working document. It was never set in stone, which is why it was being worked on continuously with monthly meetings, until of course the PC government got voted in and everything changed. We have been working extra hard at trying to figure out, which families are dealing with what. There has been so many situations, including, families still being kicked out of therapy, no families being called for therapy, or families from the wait list suddenly growing. And we decided to start our own organization that would focus primarily on OAP issues. And then we realized that it wasn't just OAP issues that we needed to address. It was the fact that there is no disability funding, realistically, for any of the other disabilities. And we have special services at home, but that's not for therapy. And we started to do more research. We started to work with doctors and psychologists and other professionals, and we realized that I think it's something in between 80 and 90% of children with autism have dual diagnoses, whether it be sensory processing disorder, whether it be, a speech delay. We decided to create our own organization so that we could fight for things that we believed very strongly in, such as fighting for all disabilities, including funding on a possibly Ontario disability plan.
It's not just cognitive disabilities that we're fighting for, it's all disabilities.
Yes.
But we it says autism in our title because that's what we feel that we are experts in. Our child is autism, and there are certain disabilities, as opposed to, like, I don't know CP nearly as much as I do autism, but it is something I do look into.
And that's why our organization boasts, if you look at our description, in working with other organizations so that we can access information for no matter where you come from or what disability you may be dealing with. So we have someone that we can reach out to for almost any question that you may have. If it's not autism that you have a question about, we can definitely find who it is that you need to be connected with to get the help or support that you need. But with that said, we have remained focused as well with the OAP issues. As I'm sure you all can see, there's a lot still going on. Mm-hmm. There are no guidelines. Well, a few other things that we have actually helped with and taken lead roles in have been the huge rally that we put together in March. That was a lot of work and it was so much fun, and we actually got some movement. We had a crack in the door open because of that, and we had other organizations help us with the rally as well, with buses, and that was very helpful as well. But our solutions demonstration in March was also very successful and amazing, and it was really beautiful to watch. Actually, you got to see everyone walking.
Yeah, everyone was coming up to Queen's Park. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Splashing boots leading the way. It's fun to see.
So we don't believe in slowing down. We have to let the government know that we're not losing momentum, and we're going to keep the pressure on. Just
in different ways. Because if you keep protesting at Queen's Park, it's not really going to do anything. They're going to get used to your screaming outside, and it's just not going to work. So we got to keep them on our toes.
We have a few tricks up our sleeve.
Yeah, go for them.
A few other things that I personally have done in my community. I have helped families in school meetings with IEPs. I have helped some families access services that they couldn't understand or know how to get services through, because it's so hard to navigate through Ontario's autism services. So again, if it's not autism services that you need help with, reach out to us anyway, and we can find you the right person to help you with that. Sarah is co-founder of the Special Needs Resource Center.
I am. So anywhere within the GTA, Niagara Way, we can kind of help find kind of who you need to talk to. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer because we're doing our best. We've only been open a year and a half now. Wow. So yeah, so we do our best, and we are completely run on volunteers right now. So we do the same thing. We go to IEP meetings, we go to IPRC meetings. We help navigate the system with the parents. I've noticed with our regional providers, we charge a heck of a lot less. But I did notice yesterday when I got my pamphlet in.
I'm just going to do a little plug. They also do self-care stuff here, which is really, really wonderful for any of you parents out there who want to come and just exhale for a day.
Yoga, and we have mindfulness. We have a psychotherapist that works at the center. There is, what else we got? We have peer-to-peer. We do support groups. There's tons of stuff that happens. Over the summer, we take a little break from here and we do more family things that everybody can be out with their kids, because we're all kind of stuck with them. We might as well enjoy them.
So we have not only autism experts on our board and in our group. We have, the co-owner and the other co-owner of the Special Needs Resource Center on our board. We have, like I said, doctors and experts in other fields on our board and in our group. So we are here to help. We're here to advocate for you. We are here to be completely transparent. We try to talk about the meetings that we have that they're all important, but that are of significance, I should say. We try to share that information with you. If you want help with meetings, if you want help organizing meetings or anything like that, we can definitely help with that. So we just don't stop. No. We just decided to start a new organization so that we could have more strength in numbers and work together and create something new and I guess sort of historic in Ontario, because up until this point, all of the disabilities have been pinned against each other, and we are the most vulnerable people in Ontario and in Canada. So it's nice to think that we can all work together to achieve something that can make us all feel comfortable in our lives, whether that be therapy or what
Just
have
support.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that's who we are, and I think we've covered everything.
Yes.
We are always online, so if you need to send us a message, we may not be able to answer right away, but we see it and we get back to you as soon as we can, because we're also moms, and we do, as Sarah said, everything we do on a volunteer basis. And yeah, don't be afraid to reach out or ask questions. We're looking forward to making sure the PC government knows that we won't stop until our kids get what they need, and the adults and the teens and everyone. So thank you again. See you later. Till next time.
You want to start again?
No, because we can just edit it.